when I was in this lot, I spent 2 years in Germany and then 12 months in the Middle East in Aden. I finished up in Aden because when I did me 2 years in Germany, the CEO sent for me and he said, "Have you enjoyed it 2 years in Germany?" I said, "Yes, sir." "Right," he said, "we're going to give you some more fun." He said, "You're going to area Watersham near Ipswich," he said, "for 12 months. I spent nearly 2 years there. And then he got a call again to go to the OT's office. He said, "You came in with us at suntan." He said, "You're going home in one." He said, "We're sending you to Aden for 12 months. Yeah. Just like that. I thought, oh, I've had enough of this. And then I came out to the Air Force and spent 20 years in the Territorial Army.
You used to build aeroplanes, didn't you?
It was aircraft design.
Yeah.
I was in the aerodynamics office at English Electric Aviation at Bolton. They made the lightning. I never had my hands on it, it was all...
The design of it?
One of the things we had to try to demonstrate was the ability to shoot down enemy bomber targets which were heading towards this country. It was always presumed that they were going to come from Russia. The fighter, the Lightning, was equipped with radar, and then it followed a flight path to put it into a position to fire a missile. Up to 1959, I was working on aircraft.
Uniforms and that. How small they are.
Yeah.
Worcester Regiment, yeah.
No, Tony used to say, used to know which guards were which because of the buttons. Something
Yeah, that's
to do
right.
with the buttons,
Yeah,
wasn't
3,
it?
2.
Yeah, I think it was
Window.
2s for the
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it was.
That's right. National Service pyjamas.
Amazing.
Never issued.
Really?
No, there must have been some of the last batches before it finished, you see.
Right.
So they're in stores, but they were never issued.
Hello, anybody there?
PC 49 and a half.
Alright. I'm 53.
And we like to activate it, you have to lift it up. These buttons rose and switched it on. The 17. Not today, thank you.
14999.
Hello.
Mrs. Blood.
Real?
Oh, I want this. I want to put coffee in.
What does it taste like?
Do you remember it? It's not like liquid coffee. It's quite,
Remember this?
it's quite
I do remember that, yeah.
You can still get it at your supermarket.
Oh yeah, you can still get it, yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling you, I didn't know it.
Smell that. Well, let me have a smell of that. You bring back
My
memories.
grandmother used to
Smell that.
board part of the house.
Is it carbolic?
It is.
Lovely.
Carbolic soap, yeah.
Sam, smell like that.
I better get some of that then from the supermarket. Might do skin good.
Everybody used to use that, didn't they? They were all the same.
Oh, we have a
Yeah,
block.
carbolic.
We still have a block of fairy like that.
I can visualise Saturday nights, all the teenagers, you know, getting some of this and friends, you know.
Hey, don't tell all our secrets.
I know some still do.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, today, you know what equivalent is today? Links.
When you used to take that, one man used to come around and said, "Who's still ready for this today?" And get to the top of the stairs, by the time you got on there.
My sister, she couldn't sleep without a light on, and she had this Kelly lamp lit.
That's probably still in there.
And me, like a little good sister, I used to go and blow it out because I couldn't sleep with it. And then next thing I'd hear, "Mum, that light's gone out." So my mother would come and light it again. As soon as she'd gone back to bed, I used to blow it out again.
They used to have a little tin similar to this. And they used to break it up, tobacco, and then when it was full, you used to get the papers and roll of cigarettes.
They still do.
They still do it.
When I was stationed in Germany, every week we used to get 200 of these from the nappy free.
Right.
Yeah, for your nerves. I remember the baby in a room coming out of it. A doctor told her to start smoking for her nerves.
In them days, they didn't think they were bad, did they?
No.
Started to put in the 40s, didn't
Yes,
it?
it did. Well, we still had coupons, you know, you can get sweets without coupons.
Yeah, well, I was asking my mum if coupons left for sweets.
Friends of my mum and dad across the road, they worked at the green groceries. And if there was any good fruit came, they used to bring us some. Bananas was absolutely brilliant. Oh, you couldn't have that meat when you wanted it, you'd have it when you had coupons.
Yeah.
This older dress was very early 50s, and it was this lady here called Kath who died this year, aged 85. It was quite bizarre last night when I was pressing the dress out, thinking that perhaps the last time that this was done was by her mum before her wedding. You know, and thinking then that this lady was a bride that was looking forward to her wedding day and got married and had a full and active life and celebrated her 85th birthday, and I'm still handling the same dress that she started this new life off with, and I got quite choked up about it. You know, it was all these hopes and dreams that you have before your wedding, and it seemed so nice. The traditional bouquet again. So it was very much that not many flowers, but a huge bouquet, and you know, as down to the floor as you could manage. And we contrasted, and the veil as well had the sort of embroidered edge. And we've been able to seek another one out to get it very similar. And this one is more of the up-to-date type wedding, very ornate, as you can see. Lots and lots and lots of work and detail gone into it. And yet the flowers have gone much smaller. We've tried to put some of the 50s type wedding pictures on here, and contrasted it with a wedding that was taking place 2004, 2005, where couples decided to get married abroad. They got married in the Dominican Republic. Beautiful scenery, lovely hot wedding. You know, are people still having the traditional marriages? You know, that when you can get married on a beach now.
I might tell you, that's not a good look.
Yeah, I remember going in seeing egg.
I used to go in and try the hats on.
The men, were they all in lounge suits or? Some of the people I've been interviewing, they were still in uniform.
Yes.
Conscription's still in force.
That was still going in
Forced.
Yeah.
Taken away from the good job.
You went in for 2 years.
You
You had to do 2 years. National service.
What about engagement rings? Did you both have rings? Now, why was that?
But is that why men chose not to wear a wedding ring?
The wedding is all the men don't wear rings.
Yes.
Your wedding ring was expensive.
In the 50s, what sort of places did you go to look for partners?
Work. Was it work?
Work? The dance hall, maybe?
Yeah.
And were they good dancers?
Holiday romance.
Holiday, now I've got one of those. Did it last?
In the 50s, went on to get married.
Oh. Did you all get married in church? Or the registry office? Or the hotel?
Church.
I think it's universally church, isn't it? Traditional ceremony?
Yes.
Honour and obey?
There wasn't any choice then, was there? It was just taken for granted that was what the service was. And didn't question it.
No, you didn't question it, did you? And nowadays you can write your own vows, can't you? To do whatever you want.
And prenuptial contracts, where you decide who's going to have what when you get divorced.
You make your bed, you lie in it.
Absolutely. That was the motto, wasn't it? Music at the wedding? Traditional music, what, Mendelssohn's Wedding March.
Here Comes the Bride, is that right?
Here Comes the Bride, I think. Trumpet Voluntary, maybe.
The Land of Hope and Glory.
Fight the good fight. That's all changed now, hasn't it? It's put the CD on and...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Did everybody find that the bride's parents paid for everything?
Yeah.
Or was it shared?
Unless your bride to be a father was a title, so.
Did you have a wedding list?
No.
Oh, wedding list, bad manners.
It was, wasn't it? It was rude, saying that, you know, you only wanted one toaster, but you'd like a vacuum cleaner. You know, and yet you'd end up with 6 toasters. Whereas today, at least, people have got their ideas together.
I can remember, and it's still in use, we got a pressure cooker, you know, that I don't want 56 years. It's still going.
She knew Kathleen, whose dress it was. I said, I'm sure that's Kathleen. How did you know her then?
Well, she was 21. I started on my 15th birthday as an apprentice baker, confectionery. And of course she came here in Albert. I was married here.
They came here and worshipped here?
They did, yeah.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, Can't get over that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I was just saying that now. Still got wedding dress from 1946. So what's it?
Sometimes you can have two children. You can have one, then you lose one, and then you'll have one.
Yeah.
Then I suppose you'd lose one and you'd have one. That's the way it went. Because you got maternity pay, didn't you? Before the baby was born.
Yeah, was it 20 weeks?
How long were you in hospital?
10 days.
It's hardly 10 hours now.
Oh, no, before I couldn't get out
So you
of
had
bed.
to go to the other side while they made that side and then roll over to that side. Couldn't put your feet on floor. It was 5 days and then you could get up, you could sit in chair then after 5 days.
Was anybody induced? No, I was, but it didn't work. It's horrible, wasn't it? They put a big tube and...
They don't do that now. They give you a tablet.
Dose it would help bring the baby on. Or
Makes it slippy or something.
it slips out then.
Yeah. Now it's curry, isn't it?
And I had anaesthetic and my nose used to bleed a lot, and when I woke up I was back in the ward. I didn't know I had a baby, so I had blood on my finger and I said, "Oh, has my nose been bleeding again?" And they said, "Oh no, you've got a bouncing baby boy."
I mean, they encouraged them to go now, but then they didn't like you going.
Oh, yeah.
So I just stuck her in the ambulance and I went to the pub.
When you left the maternity hospital, on the TV last night it showed William?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Carrying the
Yes.
baby, and then when they went to put him in the car,
Yeah.
it was in a car seat.
Babies used to have little woolly matinee suits, didn't they? Little matinee jackets and all that, and now they're in jeans and dungarees, aren't they, babies? My son was always hungry and they always made it big enough, so I used to get a darning needle and make another hole in it.
It's definitely easier because they can find out as soon as you're expecting if there's anything wrong with your blood, if there's anything wrong with you, and they give you an injection so you've no problem.
Yeah, well, if you've got the first issue, that's worth about £400 now.
Really? Yeah. The fellow that started St Martin's used to illustrate for them.
Right.
Chan.
Yeah.
Bar.
Like they had overly strict. The one thing I always remember, because we just had long tables, and I remember having my hand down like that, with that one. A teacher ran the tables together and trapped my finger. I'm only 4. Oh, I'll tell you what I had. I had a real ruler across my knuckles in school. Put it this way, we didn't dare answer back to a teacher, did we? Teachers don't touch them.
They weren't deal, well, they were dear in relation to cost of living and things like that. Like that car there. Well, when I went to my test when I was 17, I failed it. And I worked at a firm where I was the second man on the van. So this driver's asked me, when we finish tonight, we'll go up Spinecock and see how you go on up there. That's a very steep street out of Bolton. He said, "We'll pull up at this shop." And my wife told me to get half a dozen eggs. She said, "I'll just nip in and get these eggs." And then he'd come back out and said, "Right, set off now." I said, "No, just stop a minute and we'll put an egg at the back of each wheel and we'll see if you brake. And my bike setting off on the hill third. And I didn't brake. I did it right. I said, there's no wrong with you driving. We'll put you in for another test.
Did you have a car? Transport?
No.
Yeah. No. Everywhere on the bus?
My husband shared a car with his two brothers. His dad bought them a car in 1938 before they went in the army. I knew him, but I wasn't born out with them then. And it was still going in 1954, and the three brothers shared it. It cost £138 new, Ford Popular actually.
That's what it was.
They used to call us the well-off Williamsons, really, because nobody had cars then.
Well, they didn't.
You were one in the street.
Yeah.
My sister, she used to say that when my husband passed on it, and give her a lift in this car, and she could wave out to her friends.
That's quick.
Yeah.
It was the best small car going, I thought, at the time. I didn't have one. I had a Ford Popular, just about as cheap as you could get. I remember my brother brought one, Dr. Morris Minor, and he invited me to drive it. I remember getting in the car, turning the starter, and the engine started, and it was so quiet, I didn't realise it started. And Trevor said, "It started, it's running." And I never heard such a quiet tick over in all my life.
It was our first car.
Our first
Morris
car?
Minor.
Oh, right, isn't it?
Yeah. What was it? CEC 212.
No, it was CEC 223.
Was it 223?
Is my bike motor in it there?
No, this is
I had
all
an
about-
MGB Sports. Fly that's a good sport now. We don't say people ever had a Morris Minor.
When I first...
You're rubbish, yeah.
This is an E-Type. Oh, right, yeah. E-Type, Jack. Alec used to love it.
Brings back a lot of memories, this. In the winter time, you used to put your car in the garage and you would drain the radiator and take the battery off and everything. You didn't use it in the winter. I'd be lost without my car in the winter time. The cost of repairing his car, £1.13 and sixpence.
This is the early sat-nav. A map showing you where to go. They're not everything they made out to be, are they, sat-navs?
I don't know, I've never had one.
Have you not? No.
If you use one just to find your position, how does it give it you?
Well, it's from a satellite, isn't it?
Does it give it your latitude, longitude, etc.? Or?
No, I think it just tells you where you are at that point. Here, motorbikes. Now, this is up your street, isn't it? Yes.
I had a motorbike because it was the cheapest way of coming to work.
That's right. What did you have?
Yeah. Let's have motorbikes.
Can you remember what you
A
had?
BSA 250.
250? That's good.
Yours was 350.
350.
I used to ride about on a Bantam BSA Phantom.
You didn't, did you?
I did. Little sewing machine.
Do you ride motorbikes? No.
In order to see...
You've never lived.
Bus or train mania.
Fleetwood. Oh, Fleetwood. We used to go Fleetwood and Malcolm.
My dad had a very old caravan in Knott End. Mum didn't like it.
Bolton Park races, motorbike.
But I used to go with my dad. It was great. My dad, outside, cooking on the open fire outside the caravan. You went to Fleetwood and then you had to get on the ferry to go to Knott End.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We just went every summer. We only used to get 2 weeks holiday in those days at school.
Walking mainly. North Wales, Lake District, Scotland.
Did no
nobody ever go abroad in the 50s and 60s?
Not to the same extent.
No.
Well, England's just as good apart from the weather.
You got the brand new reflex.
You know, people talk about you will.
To sell cameras when I had a business, that's the brand new reflex. Now that's right, you look down there, if you're doing it wrongly, you look down there to do it. It's an old one, that's very old.
What camera did you have when you were in the Photographic Society?
Well, actually, it was one of the early ones, you know, that like Constantine had went up with it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me home. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around.
I think we better change it now. Looks like Lauren now. Show me the way to go.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Where did you go for entertainment?
Pictures.
Pictures are
Because there were so many
theatre.
picture places in Bolton.
Oh, this first lady. Who's that first lady?
Valerie Hobson.
Valerie Hobson. Oh, yeah,
She was married to...
Fumo.
Yeah, Profumo.
Oh,
Remember
right,
the
yes.
Profumo affair?
Yes, yeah. And that's Spencer Tracy. He was a well-known actor. Esther Williams, record swimmer before she became a film star.
Well, she made swimming films, didn't she?
Yeah, and this, I don't know, it's
Tony Martin. He's a singer, wouldn't he?
He would be, yeah.
You've got Gene Simmons, Clark Gable.
Clark Gable. That's a very young one of them, isn't it?
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they've glamorised her a bit more.
When the chimes ring 5, 6 and 7, we'll be right in 7th heaven. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Dancing?
I used to dance at Paladin Ramsborough. Ian had 2 left feet, but I used to love dancing.
I think after the war, though, the dancing sort of stopped, you know, it wasn't as much.
Broad daylight, we're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh, when it's 8, 9.
When I was young, we used to have late nights, or what they called late nights, and it was on to 2 o'clock in the morning, just down again.
And were you always escorted home?
No, and there was a bunch of girls used to go, like, you know.
And you felt safe?
Yeah.
Oh, when it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, how we going strong and so.
In the early 60s, television was just beginning to come in and dominate. When Dad got one, a console model about this high, with a 14-inch screen. It was in a cabinet which was about that high. It had doors on it in front of the screen.
We didn't live in big posh houses. Toilets outside. Our toilet was down at the back of a yard, a hell of a long yard, and with no baths inside. No. At our house, they used to bring out a tin bath and put it in front of the fire. That's right. And the water was in the boiler by the fire.
We're gonna rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock
They must have one somewhere. They must have some.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to rock the river lots over the years.
They must.
We used to, though, didn't we? Definitely.
Yeah.
There we go, if you want to get ahead.
Marmalade.
Old English marmalade.
That was nice, weren't it?
Yeah. You had marmalade this morning. Remember the old style razors with Grandad used to have on them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Avoid the 5 o'clock shadow.
This is where they lived, all different streets, but there's nothing there now.
I used to work at that shop.
Oh, that's good. Did you start there when you left school?
No, it was only part an evening job when I finished work.
Oh, right, yeah.
Clogger Bells, we used to get our clogs from there.
The clog shop?
Clogger Bells. Right there, and that's the church we got married at.
You got married there?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
See, I'm 54.
The wool pack.
The wool pack.
Yeah, that's my dad.
That was what? That was the
I like that.
test. Salford. Yeah. Very polite. And the don't please the beer. That's it. Yeah.
Parallel leather.
And the balls was heavy. As the match went on the wet day, heavier.
You know, these used to be nervy because when they got wet, they were heavy.
Very heavy.
And
if you hit them with your head.
You blew them up with a little pump, and then they were laced up. And if they weren't laced up properly, you got a cut on your head.
Yeah, they laced up balls, you know. Not like they are today.
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, they're a good pair of boots then.
The boots were heavy, and the toe caps were very strong.
I feel like toe.
Yeah.
What that?
Oh, they're hard.
They're hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a kit with them.
Well, they used to come on with shin pads about that thing, you know.
They used to wear leather studs with 3 nails in. If someone didn't change the studs, they could be very nasty. People got cut.
That's the Bolton team.
Dougie Holding, Nat Loftus, Brian Birch, Raymond Parry, Dennis Stephen, Jerry Kennan, John Higgins, Brian Edwards, Tommy Banks, Roy Harper, Eddie Hopkins. Wait, that was still.
Final, 1953. Really jolly lucky to get a ticket. Well, I'll tell you, my wife was pregnant, so we both went. Of course, when the match was taking place, I'd left at Jean in London. I was at Wembley, and when we was winning 3-1, of course, I thought, we've cracked it, we're there, you know. And when we lost 4-3, final whistle, I was sick as a parrot. The day itself, it was a smashing day. And the weather was nice too. That aside, I was just sick.
This match was sort of a return in Vienna. England played well. They didn't take the lead. Yeah, they got a penalty. Jack Froggatt gave a penalty away, but then he redeemed it. He came up with the ball into the defence and passed to Jackie Shaw, and they equalised. Austria took the lead again. Just after half-time, England equalised with that Loftus, and then he got that famous winner. So they all played very well.
Steps off to plane. I remember it. Oh yeah. I think there was about 12 of us that were in the hotel. Yeah, black and white. Then to make it bigger, you used to get these big thick magnifying glasses and put them up front, you see. Do you know you've not lived yet?